Welcome to another edition of Senator Witkos' local business spotlight tour. It's January, it's cold, and I'm outside. But what other business should you be going to visit in January when it's cold outside? No other place than a ski resort. Here we are in the northwest corner, Ski Sundown, the town of New Hartford, one of Connecticut's premier local ski resorts. Serves over 8,000 people and visitors and guests every season. It's a tremendous mountain. I think right behind me is the terrain park and this trail called Tom's Treat. But you know what? I'm not the expert here. Let's go inside and meet Bob Switzgable. He's the president and general manager of Ski Sundown. And with me today is Bob Switzgable. Bob is the president and general manager of Ski Sundown. Bob, thanks for having us here today. Totally
Kevin,
appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out. We appreciate it.
So tell me, you were a skier your whole life?
I started skiing when I was about 10 years old.
And where did you grow up?
Grew up in southern Connecticut in Stratford and went skiing at Mohawk, but soon found Ski Sundown was much better and came here.
Uh-huh. Now, it wasn't always Ski Sundown, was it?
It wasn't.
It was the name before that.
Satan's Ridge originally, and that was back in the 60s. It operated for, I think, 3 or 4 years. Went out of business, and then it was resurrected 50 years ago now as Ski Sundown, and it was bought by Channing Murdoch, who also started Butternut, and he ran it for a number of years with Rick Carter as his general manager. Rick subsequently bought it from Channing, and I bought it from Rick.
So you have to have a love for skiing because, from what I understand, you used to ski here as a kid too, right?
Skied here as a kid, went to school in Vermont and skied, loved the sport. I think a lot of people are drawn into this industry because they love the sport, and sometimes you find that you're not skiing as much because you're working during the winter.
You know, a lot of people, they say the old adage, well, you start in the mailroom and you work your way up. Well, you started out on the slopes and basically worked your way up.
Absolutely, yeah. My first job here was as a snowmaker. That was 36 years ago now. Right out of college, I made snow. For a number of years after that, I got into lift maintenance and just worked in really every department here until I convinced Mr. Carter to make me his general manager, and then I bought the place.
You know, it's interesting you mentioned snowmaking as your first job because a lot of people don't realize that there's a certain temperature range that you can make snow. Just when it's not just below freezing, people can make snow on the mountains. Tell me the details about making snow. Like, what is the most optimal time to make snow, either at night, daytime, that doesn't matter, or it's all temperature and humidity?
Yeah, it's humidity, it's temperature, so it's really wet bulb temperature. If we can get a wet bulb, which is the combination of the humidity and the temperature of about 27 or better, we're better off. But we're also seeing more and more just shots of cold air where it's 5 degrees for 2 or 3 days. And we love to be able to take advantage of that kind of weather and just pump out as much snow, as much water as we can because it's much more efficient. We're converting a lot more water at 5 degrees than we would be at, say, 28 degrees. We like to take advantage. It's better quality snow at those cold temperatures, and that's what we're really looking for, is be able to maximize in the cold temperatures the amount of snow we're making.
Yeah, how many different trails that do you have here at Ski Sundown?
We've got 16 trails, 100% snowmaking on every one. We're up to about 180 snow guns. We can run about 3/4 of those at any given time.
So you just basically, I don't want to say it's as simple as flipping a switch, but it's not like the days where you're running a hose attached to a portable gun. You have to keep going out and aiming it in different directions to build the snow, right?
There's still a lot of that, but most of our guns are stationary. And so, yeah, we're not just flipping a switch, but we are starting whole trails at a time rather than individual guns. And that increases the efficiency as well because it's more time making snow, less time setting up.
Now, I know that in Connecticut we had some issue about, in the legislature anyways, a few years ago, about a water bottling company taking the water and leaving it, basically leaving the state of Connecticut as being sold out. And obviously you got to use a lot of water here in your operation. About how much water do you utilize?
Right now we're able to pump about 2,800 gallons a minute.
2,800 gallons a minute?
Yes.
So over the course of a regular season, Because I know Mother Nature helps, but sometimes we have to help her out a
Sure.
little bit too.
So typically we're running now, we've gone from running 300 hours a season to 150 hours on average, and this year I think we're going to be even under that, closer to 100 hours of snowmaking operation.
Oh, that's actually probably pretty good then.
It's terrific.
Yeah.
It's terrific. So it is more water at a time, but overall it's less time.
And the
and
water
hopefully less
in the
water.
springtime, just where does it go?
It goes right back where it came from,
Goes
and
right back where it came
goes
from.
into Rattling Brook. It finds its way into the Farmington River, and so yeah, it
Talk about a
recycles.
true renewable and recyclable
Right.
commodity. I mean,
It
you got it right here. I
absolutely
mean,
is.
that's what a ski slope is. You're taking it from the ground or taking it from wherever, because you don't have a tower up on the top of your mountain that you have water pumped up to it every spring to say, well, we'll use that for in the wintertime, right?
No, so we are right now at the mercy of Mother Nature, what she's giving us. So you'll see some rain sometimes in the winter, and while that's certainly not what we want, sometimes it helps in the long run because it'll help rejuvenate the ponds and let us make more snow.
So, when I came into the parking lot, I saw a lot of cars there, which is a great thing for you. But I saw a lot of the ski patrol members here because we're here during the lunch hour, so they're having their lunch. And I can only assume that Ski Sundown is a major employer here in New Hartford. And could you talk about how many
Yeah.
employees you have?
We have about between 400 and 500 employees. A lot of those, I'd say the majority of them, are part-time employees. But we are open from 9 in the morning until 10 at night, 7 days a week. So we've got a lot of hours to cover. We've got 110 plus ski patrollers. Those are volunteers. We also have 160 ski school employees, and then we have lift attendants, rental shop personnel, ski shop, kitchen. So yeah, we're up to about 450 employees.
And I'm sure you've added on because you've added on more trails, and the type of skiing has changed from when I first started skiing. Probably when you first started skiing.
Same here.
What's changed here in skiing, if you will?
Skiing is, it's just such a great sport to do with your family. And there's so many different facets to it that, the kids are in the terrain park, freestyle skiing. Dad might be racing, doing NASTAR, which is a standardized race. We do that here. We have dedicated guys that just want to ski moguls, so we create mogul fields for them. There's just so many different facets that it's terrific, and so a family can come. The kids might be in the park, mom and dad are out skiing, but they have a shared experience. They're having a nice common day together.
Now, somebody may not be familiar with the term terrain park. What do you mean by that?
So we've got a dedicated trail that is for features for freestyle skiing, like rails, like jumps, and it's been a great shot in the arm, not only to the industry, but for ski areas our size, because it kind of levels the playing field. Now we don't need to have 2,000 or 3,000 feet of vertical. We can be a smaller ski area with a good terrain park and compete with the bigger places.
And you can use snowboards or skis on any of the
Snowboards,
trails.
skis, absolutely, absolutely.
And what is? Tell me a little bit about your facility. This is a beautiful lodge that you have.
Yeah, terrific lodge. We've got a good-sized lodge. When it's a beautiful day outside, we're out on the deck, barbecue every weekend. It's a nice place to hang around.
That's excellent. And if somebody wanted to learn a little bit more about Ski Sundown, do you have a website that they could go on to?
SkiSundown.com.
You can't get any easier than that.
Can't get any easier than that.
And how far of a ride are you, would you say, from the Hartford region?
We're about 15 miles, so it's about a 25, 30-minute ride from Hartford.
And the, I guess we'll call it, I don't even know if they call it the Bunny Hill anymore. Is that
Yeah,
still,
absolutely.
it's still called the Bunny Hill?
Yeah, beginner hill, bunny hill.
Okay,
yeah.
that's where everybody generally, well, my age group anyways, we started on the Bunny Hill.
Right.
There's ski clubs at school, and I'm sure you still have different schools that come up here during the week and
Yeah,
do some night
Monday
skiing.
through Friday, we have school groups that come every afternoon. And just talking about the beginner hill, we've invested in carpets, which are really conveyors. So rather than getting on a lift, which is kind of difficult for a beginner or even for someone who's never skied before, you're just getting on a conveyor belt, you're going up, There's no more sidestepping up the hill to learn how to ski, and it's really taken a lot out of the trepidation of becoming a skier, and just increased the time to turn people into skiers.
So you're open from what, late November, early December till as far as you can push the season out?
It's up to Mother Nature, but yeah, we shoot to be open for by the end of Thanksgiving until people decide they no longer want to come and they want to go play golf.
So I think, folks, you should come down to Ski Sundown or come up to Ski Sundown and check it out. It's, as Bob said, it's from the beginner, the novice who's never even donned a pair of skis before. They can rent some here if they want to try skiing for the first time.
We've got a great rental fleet, and we
You have
really
instructors?
are.
Somebody can take a lesson?
We are a teaching mountain. We teach people how to ski. That's what we do. We're good at it. But we also have, the steepest trail in Connecticut. We've got some really good skiing here.
You help place Connecticut on the map. It's a great tourism site too.
Well, thanks,
for folks
Ken.
that want to check it out. So I urge everybody, if you have the opportunity this winter, to come out and check out Ski Sundown here right in the center of New Hartford. Thanks again. We'll see you next month on Senator Witkos' Local Business Spotlight Tour.
Thanks, Ken.
Excellent. Thank you. Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed this month's edition of the Local Business Spotlight Tour, filmed here in the Northwest Hills. I mean, hills literally. Next month, we're going to be down in the valley of Barkhamsted, visiting the Tie Trike recumbent tricycle manufacturing facility, which the owner actually manufactures tricycles, so folks that have lost a limb for a variety of reasons can still get out there and exercise and do the things that they love to do. So join us next month. We'll see you soon.